You want to learn the ways of how to market your online course. Well, it consists of a lot of facets. It could start with ads, with your sales page, and everything else, because you could have the best online course in the world. But if your first point of contact with your students, which is marketing, actually sucks, well, you're not going to be able to sell that way course. And in this YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, our goal is always to teach people how to market themselves. I did that for a while in freelancing, and today I'm going to help you do that with an online course. So what we're going to do today is we're going to dissect the ads that are running on my newsfeed. You heard it. If you have any sort of suggestions or sales pages or ads you want me to dissect, grab the link below this video, enter your details in the form, and I may be able to dissect that in the next episode of this very series in my YouTube channel. So, without further ado, folks, let us dive right in. The very first person and ads on sales page that we're going to be dissecting is from adsmadesimple.io. His name is Justin, and he's running ads to online coaches and consultants. And he is teaching a very specific method of lead generation, where we're going to discover later. I have seen his ads a couple of times now, and I'm really tempted to buy. And I wanted to also use this very experience to really double check if I should actually be purchasing his product. So what we're going to do is we're going to be dissecting it via my iPad. You're going to see the screen of my iPad as I go around his ads and his sales page. So I'm very excited. Let's go. So let's go to the ad copy first. It says here, online coaches and consultants, if you don't have a retargeting strategy, you're leaving money on the table. Those leads who clicked your ad, visited your page, messaged you, or watched your video rather, but didn't buy, they're slipping through the cracks, and they're the ones most likely to invest in your high ticket offer. There's some truth to it. There's also, like, it really depends. Some of the people who are going to go through ads just don't really care at all. So you can't really say that if people are slipping through the cracks. Sometimes they're just really not interested, regardless of how good you are or how good your targeting ads are. You don't really know. So I think I was taken aback a little, but everything's fine. That's why I'm giving you the exact retargeting strategy I used to scale for 7 figures for just $7. This copy is good, I feel like, because there's a call out. That's great, right? We use that a lot. And it's very easy also for the Facebook algorithm to identify who your audience and target market is, because it's already in your copy, which is a good thing. So with the copy, it's short, simple. And if this is a retargeting ad, sure. With the ad image, this is crazy. Like, there's so much effort that I put on my image ads that I feel like I'm doing it wrong. So my image ads are very purple and they're so fancy, and then there comes this guy just putting his face on it with a plain text. Maybe I should try it sometime. And so you have here another call out. Quality leads are already in your ecosystem. I'll show you how to convert them with a simple retargeting strategy for just $7. And then there's just his face on it. So if you do not know yet, the buyer psychology with your face on it is very important. If you are a personal brand, make sure your face is always on your ad. And I also make sure that my ad, because I am a personal brand, always has my face on it. I don't care if you get sick of my face, it's what works. And sometimes there are even those ads that are just plain photos and you look very stupid in them, but you will be surprised how much that works, especially in today's world where you can like edit a lot of things in Photoshop. There's a generative AI already in Photoshop, which is crazy. So like, the stupider you are, the uglier you are on your ads, sometimes it really does work. So just having your face there is kind of like having a face ID. So as long as people recognize you, it's a face. Sometimes people really get curious and they stop scrolling. And then one thing that I noticed here is that his headline just says retargeting system. What I usually do is that I would say, get this ad strategy today. Not that I know that that's very weak, but there could be something like $7 only for a limited time. So sometimes I put that over here, which is the headline. So when you go to the ads manager, you're going to see there that there's a fill in the blank section where you can put a headline or an ad headline, and that's what this one is. Okay, so there's that. That's one of his ads. There is actually another one which I think is better than the last one, and I think this is one of the main ads, because if you're going to click on the link, you're going to see his landing page later. This is where it redirects me. So online coaches and consultants, again, another call out. Yes, I'm really giving away the exact funnel I used to scale 7 figures for just 37. So one of the things that I don't like to do but apparently really works is like mentioning the amount of money that you have made through this very method. And if you haven't noticed yet, if you're going to be selling an online course, you have to have your own framework. You have to have your own method. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying like you have to reverse engineer your very experience, the things that you have, your tenure, basically package that, make that into a specific method, and that's what you're going to sell, because that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you unique, and that is your unique selling proposition in a way. So when you are creating an online course, like how exactly do you stand out? Well, I have my very own method that is different from the rest of them, and if you purchased their course and it did not work for you, then maybe my method could work. So that's like the psychology of becoming an online coach, is that you tell them you actually have a very specific method that people haven't heard of before, and you're the only one who can give it to them. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So let's continue. Use scale 7 figures for just 37, and I always love an ad where the price is being set, because this funnel actually works, and when it works, people send into my high ticket offer. The truth is most coaches can't profitably run ads because their funnel isn't built to convert cold leads into clients. This changes that. Plug and play funnel. I love bullet points. I'm a sucker for bullet points. So it's very easy to read, doesn't have a lot of fuss. So he has his photo here, and then income proof. For just 37, you can get the ad strategy that turned cold leads into 7 figures in 4 months. So when you are seeing this very page, sometimes this one gets cut off. Okay. And then this photo goes up. Right? So when it only previews you, or it allows a very short preview of the ad copy. So that's why a lot of advertisers also put a different set of headline in the photos or in their text, because usually that's the first thing that people look at. If they need more explanation, then they're going to click the see more button here above, right? So if you are able to reverse engineer also your very experience when you're looking at ads, it really helps that there is some sort of like a text on the image. And then later on, if you need more information, then that's the time that you're really going to put see more. So that's why short ad copy also works, because sometimes the ad copy doesn't really matter. So if you were able to hook people here on the ad text overlay, then you're probably really good to go, right? And one thing I'd like to let you know is that when you are marketing your online course via ads, I have to tell you, like, even the landing page, it's like a domino effect. So if you have an online course that's really good, you have to also make sure that the sales page that you are promoting it with is also really good. And then in order to promote that sales page before people even click on it, your ad has to be really good. So you have to start from the ad, and then the sales page, and then the curriculum or the content. So even though I am emphasizing quality and curriculum most of the time in a lot of my videos and the transformation that you promise to your students, I also put the same amount of emphasis to your marketing, like ads, sales pages, and everything back end, because it's the course is not going to sell without it. So if you're going to tell me like, hey, your sales page is no, like everything has to be put together like a well-oiled machine before something actually works. And This is also why there are a lot of online courses out there that are not really that good of a quality, and that's because their ads really hook you, right? And so you have to also be very skeptical and read the sales page before you actually buy, and this is exactly what we're trying to do today. So there, those are Justin's ads. Let us go to the sales page. Okay, so this is his sales page, Authority Income Accelerator. He has the email address over here and phone number. And if you're going to look at the headline, I have a question for you. What's the first thing that you're actually going to read? It's probably this big ass of a font, right? And then this one goes second, and then the third one is here. So be very careful when it comes to the sizes even of the text that you are putting on your sales page, because that's how people read. So the largest, of course, comes the first one, and then the second, and then the last one is the one with the smallest font. That's usually what happens. Okay, so his headline here says get 2 or 4 new clients in the next 7 days using the ads made simple system, or you don't pay. This very line over here is a very strong headline. Like, or you don't pay. That makes me very curious about the money back guarantee that he has below, which I think we're going to want to see. And it's also very huge claim when you say next 7 days, get 2 to 4 new clients in the next 7 days. So that in itself is a really good and specific promise, because he is literally telling you that with this very method, with this very course, you're going to have new clients. How many clients? 2 to 4 of them in the next 7 days. Which, if you are broke and you have like bills hanging in the next 7 days, you probably want to get this, because it means that it gives you an assurance kind of that your problem is going to get solved in the next 7 days, which is very interesting. Using the ads made simple system. Ooh, I didn't notice that. I thought that these were like words. So if this was me, I would probably add a quote here, or system, include the system, or put this very thing in a different color just so it would get emphasized. And then he has this thing over here, even if you never run ads before. So he is also acknowledging people who are newbies and beginners. So that also helps you understand who this course is for, which is amazing, right? Because like, you don't even know, sometimes you don't know exactly who this product is for, right? And I also make that very clear. There are also times when in the sales page I say course level, intermediate to beginner, and then I follow up with who is this for, because a lot of my courses back in the day were all for beginners, and then this time around I don't really want to teach beginners because I feel like I've was able to experience that, and although you are giving or providing a really huge transformation, I'm just over here in the intermediate bit, because I feel like that's something that I can talk about. Say, for example, like if I am going to be teaching people who are newbies in on the online course field, I would have to talk about the marketing jargons and the software and how they're supposed to be operated, and what are backend funnels and front end funnels and low ticket and high ticket, and like all those things that I cannot focus on a strategy, which I feel like is my cup of tea, because I have to explain the newbie term. So with Justin, going back, right, with Justin, he recognizes that there are people that haven't run ads before, and so this very sales page, this product, this method goes well with those people too. So the video is not showing because this is already a screenshot of the entire page. And then he has here, get instant access for only $37. Click here to get instant access. Ooh. That is a little bit redundant to me, so I'm not sure if that was made on purpose. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. That's crazy. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just trying to think about it in an online course creator's perspective. Because if you're going to be promising a 30-day money back guarantee, you can finish the entire course. Like, there are going to be students that are like that. You can finish the course in the next 30 days and complete the access. And even if you got your results and whatsoever, you can get your $37 back, which to Justin I think is not a good a, a huge problem. So that's awesome. That's the confidence that he has with his product. So that's great. Money back, 30 days guarantee, and then this one is a mock-up of his product. So it gives you a visual representation of what you are actually getting. So he has here, scale like a pro. What is this? No show, no more system. Ooh. Order taker's handbook with scripts. And then add profit formula, camera confidence formula, 10-minute simple setup, and ads made simple. Plug and play KPI tracker. Okay. That's good. I'm very curious about this 10-minute simple setup. So now I'm like thinking, 10 minutes. That's very specific. Like, I can set up my ads and profitable ads in 10 minutes and get more clients. Okay, it's really good promise. So here's what it is. Ads my simple system, online course scripts, it helps, etc. And then he has here's how it works. So as a person like me who has self-proclaimed ADHD, I don't really read the entire sales page by heart. So what I do is I scan the items that I feel are most important before I decide to buy. So I don't really like read through that. And that's also how I compose my sales pages, like very few texts. And if there are texts that are important, I'm going to put that in a bullet form. So this one is attractive to me because these, in a way, this very image, like this, they are in a form of bullets. In a way, they are not bullet form, but these are like boxes, right? So it's easier for me to read them. So before, this is your ad strategy, right? Like, he's making it, or he's helping you understand that this could be your previous ad strategy, but now with this very method, you have an ads made simple. You only have a few steps, right? And hopefully that is going to get you your 2 to 4 clients in the next 7 days. So there, I'm Justin. The photo was removed. Okay, so some of the parts when I screenshotted this were basically marked this up, right? In iPad disappeared. So, oh well. Try it with zero risk. Okay, here we go. We finally arrived in the money back guarantee section. Try it with zero risk. If you buy this course and hate it, we'll give you every cent of your money back, and you get to, oh, that is why. Ooh, that's crazy. And you get to keep the course scripts and all bonuses. That's a lot of risk that he's taking in, or he's willing to get for as an online course creator, because apart from losing your already negative 37 bucks, you're also going to have a space, or basically a filler email address inside your email list of a person that doesn't like your product, quote unquote. So if you do not know yet, if you are in any or in subscription of any of the softwares like Kajabi, ClickFunnels, ConvertKit, all these things that has the ability for you to send mass emails or broadcast emails, you actually pay for every single name that is in there or in your software, basically. So they're going to cap you. So for example, in plan A, you're just going to get like 25,000 subscribers. In plan B, this is how much you can get. So to me, I had the problem because I was getting a lot of leads that are freebie seekers, right? And so my software bills started racking up. So I'm pretty cautious about that nowadays. Like, I would rather have buyers in my email list than I would want like freebie seekers or whatsoever. So that's, how would I say that? That's like, let's just say an email list filler. So he's losing 37 bucks. He's losing an email list. He's getting an email list filler, which isn't always a good thing. Yeah. So those are the two things that he is willing to take in order just to get you to buy. Okay. Uh, here's the summary of everything that you're getting, which is good. This is ClickFunnels. I know, because I know this very checkout page is a ClickFunnels page. 10% money back guarantee. Some of the client's results. And there's probably video in this. Okay. So, here are my thoughts. So, am I going to buy, if I was the customer or the student, am I going to buy this very course from Justin? So, I would be interested to know what the method is, what the ads made simple system is, because that's very amazing. So like I mentioned before, if you have a specific method that people are not familiar with, they're going to get curious and they would want to know, right? So that's my first reaction, is that I would want to know what the ads made simple system is. I just, the entire thing, or the entire sales page, to me, it's not a bad thing, but to me it's just like, huh. I'm a skeptical person by nature, and this is not something, it's not bad, but I would say 2 to 4 clients in 7 days, really? Like, how amazing is that? Or is this all BS? Like, I would be curious. And in that sense, it would either be, if a person is that skeptical, it's either that person is not going to buy because it's like, oh, it's too good to be true, or the person gets even more curious because it's like, really, like, can you prove that to me? Right? So there are 2 different types of reaction with the copy that he has written, and I haven't even read the whole thing, right? And it's a very short, it's not a very long sales page too, which I like, because it's just that, hey, this is the program that I'm going to be giving you for 37 bucks. This is what you're going to get. This is how each feature is going to help you move closer to your goals, etc., etc. And the outcome that we're trying to get here is 2 to 4 clients in 7 days. So to me, that's very, very straightforward. I am not confused as to what he's trying to sell. Like, I don't need to identify it, because it's a course about ads, and there's this ads made simple system formula. You know, like, that's how you would like to actually write your sales pages. Like, make it very simple, make it straightforward. You don't get confused as to what they're trying to sell. So I have had a student before, and I was critiquing her sales page because she had a coaching session with me. And at the top of her sales page, she was talking about content marketing for social media freelancers. And then at the bottom, it started becoming content marketing for content creators. And I'm like, social media freelancers and content creators are 2 different audiences. And I told her, I said, which of these audience do you want? And she said, oh, I want just to create a content marketing course or content creation course for everyone. And I said, that cannot happen. Okay, like, this is your first course. You have to be very particular about what you're going to do next. And so I said, your audience right now is already freelancers. So why don't we just talk about content marketing for freelancers? That way you can shut the fuck up, because you are having a course that is a little bit general, because it's mainly for freelancers, regardless who you are, what you do, male, female, LGBTQ, already earning and not yet earning, general, like freelancers as a collective. And then you have your content marketing course that you would like to produce. So I made sure that that was met in the middle. So With Justin, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't buy. It's just that there are claims that I'm very skeptical of, and I'm very skeptical by nature. It's nothing, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's good that his copy is making you think. I'm just wondering because his ads are not as strong. I don't think it is as strong as some ads that I've seen. And I can't say that his ads are like, whoa, crazy. But his sales page is good, right? So I think that his ads are enough to capture people's attention. People are clicking on a sales page and you're going through it and you're like, oh, okay, this is good. Okay, I'm going to buy, right? So it's enough for people to click on it, which is great. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think that Justin's grade is 7. It's good overall. There's nothing bad with it. And I'm probably going to buy that thing, actually, because I'm curious about the formula. And there's a money back guarantee that is really good, and I get to keep it. Ooh, okay. That sounds like a no-brainer to me, so that's great. Alrighty, so hopefully you are able to learn some magic about the ads, and Freya is starting to scream at my face right now. She wants to go out, and she locked herself in this very room, so she has to wait until I finish recording this video. And then a sales page. That was really good. Hopefully you are able to also start thinking to yourself, okay, maybe I have put some of those stuff that I shouldn't be putting in my sales page. You get to criticize your own assets now to be able to market your online course. So more of this is going to happen in the next coming weeks, and hopefully you have enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Freya, say bye-bye. Freya, baby! Bye! Bye! Bye!